Okay, we're going to do a video fitting the V-Star front body kit. Now I'm going to try and do a trick here. If I hold the camera here, it's going to change it from looking like this to looking like this. Okay, right. I don't know if that worked. Right, so what do you get in the kit? And basically it's a kit, it's just, we're going to take off the bottom wind deflectors and this tow eye, and we're going to fit this lower grille covering. We've got these pre-painted in, the Santorini black that the Range Rover L405 came in. This will fit all models from 2013 to 17. If you've got the squarer shape where your headlight meets the grille here, that'll be the 2018 on. It won't fit those. Right, let's have a look what we get in the kit. So you get a new replacement sort of front tow eye cover grille bit.
Should sit roughly there.
Should sit down. Interesting to note, actually, the mesh pattern here you've got in the grille doesn't match our grille because we've upgraded our grille to the autobiography type. But if you've got the standard grille, it will match it pretty much perfectly. And in addition to that, it's got these two little front bumper corners. There we go. And they sit on, so they cover the textured bit there, and they just make that. And let me just look at the side there. So it'd be like the optician, Ian. There you go. Before and after, which looks better, like this or like this? There we go. So it just gives you a little lower. It will probably affect if you go off-roading your ascent angle a little bit, but nothing to worry about too much. Right, so we haven't actually done this before, but that will be an indication how easy or difficult it is for you to do. You should be able to do this at home, in the garage, on the drive, because you don't need to go to the body shop. Right, so Ian's just removing the standard front tow eye cover off the Range Rover. So this has got these little quarter turn clips. We'll have a look at them when he gets it out. That you can just do with a coin. So we just use the head of a coin there. Now, you've just got... We've not had this off, have we, Ian? I think you have to give it a fierce tug forward, don't you? Have a look how the new one fits in. See if that gives us any clues.
I'll be brave on this one, I think.
Oh, that looks brutal. Oh, he's going next to my paintwork with a metal tool. Trim tool. Plastic trim tool. Go on, Tiger. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Not great no emergency, is it?
You ain't going to be wanting by the side of the road having a go at this. Right.
That's fierce.
Here we go. This is part 2 of Ian Fights a Car. Go on, Ian. He's going to have your eye out next. Hold on. Once you overpower those corner clips, you're away to go.
They are fierce clips.
They are fierce clips. There you go.
Top tip, keep a trim tool in your car just
in case you break down. Yeah.
Cover.
Right then. Well, that obviously is called a tow eye cover because it reveals your big tow eye here, which when you recovery they strap your car down with that. Right. Okay, so that's the tow eye cover. Let's have a look at those clips here and just show. So that's those.
Can take these out completely.
Yeah.
We're going to need to reuse these. We should be able to
flake those out. Let's let me have a little look at those. So yeah, so these are the clips here. So they've got the little flat that you can just get a coin in. This coin seems to work better than a screwdriver. And they twist. You just turn them a quarter turn. And normally when they're in the direction of the car, which way do they come out? The
direction of the car is loose. Across the car is locked.
So if that slot is running the same way as you drive in, then it's loose. If it goes across the car, so like from your left to right like that, then they're loose. I think I got that right. Right. So Ian's removing those because we do need to insert those into the panel here. So we're gonna, and then we'll just let me see if I can work this out. Yeah, they go in a lot easier than they came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got those little barbs on to stop them falling out. Right. So we can get rid of that bit now.
No, we're also going to keep this rubber skirt off the bottom.
Ian's read the instructions.
Which is why I had a trim tool to hand.
So are they plastic fixings, these?
Yeah, so these are just the plastic rivets.
The plastic rivets, yeah, when you get one out, yeah.
And they've got like a screw in the centre, they're 2-part. So you might need a trim tool just to help you lever those up.
Yeah, so these are these plastic. How many of those we got on there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So as that goes in, it spreads that so it doesn't. But they're supposed to screw out, but they rarely do. And then when you put them back in, you put them, and then when you push that, it spreads those apart. Right.
So again, this should then just transfer onto the back of this one. So we'll get all these out, and then we can.
Yeah, you don't want to. So this is just a rubber wind deflector strip along the bottom that we're gonna put over it. Right, we'll do that. Right, so I've given that a wash for Ian, so we don't get his hands dirty. And then it clips. It's quite a nicely made bit of trim actually. It's got these little bits that poke out, and there's a little hole in there. Yeah, obviously the only trouble with painted product is you've got to be careful as you're assembling it that you don't scratch the paint. Now you push those rivets back in, and you should just be able to push the centres in. You shouldn't need to screw them in here. Are they going to go, do you reckon? Yeah.
Yep. There's that.
Yeah. So yeah, that whole screw head thing is really just, it's supposed to be so you can get them out.
So we swapped all of that.
We swapped that. So that's that toe that'll go on last then, I'm guessing. We've got to get the corners
so
on.
Just be able to put that.
So put that to one side now. But it seems to make sense to get that one, get the bits off it, swap them over and get everything out of the way, and then start on the next bit. Right, so what do you reckon the job on these corners is then, Ian? So we've got to take off the same, that little, here's some sort of tricky little.
So we've got the same fittings again along the front edge.
Plastic 2-part rivets.
Yep. We got 3 of those on the front edge and then 2 screws at the back. Should we have a look at the new part?
Did you just leave that old one out then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're annoying me now.
Okay, there you go.
They don't want to undo.
No, don't mess with Ian.
There we go.
Yeah, that seems a better way of doing it.
Not the best for the bumper, but we've got screws holding it anyway. So.
Oh, yeah. Did you put it in access mode, Ian?
I think we are still in access mode actually, so we can just about get a screwdriver underneath.
Yeah, so a tip, if you are doing this, maybe put your car, raise the suspension, put it in access mode, it'll give you a little bit more room underneath. No need to jack it up, but be safe if you're working under the car.
So
right.
There we go, you can see there. There's the 2 screws and the 3 fittings.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see on the black background. So Ian's got that. So yeah, we've got the two self-tapping screws, the 3 plastic rivets, and that's the little... Are we going to reuse this one, Ian? Do I need to clean it for you?
No,
that goes in the bin. Right.
Just disappear. And then we get to offer up this side.
Now we haven't done this yet.
Make sure we're happy with it.
And that covers right up to that. That doesn't look bad.
So we're fitting these. You've got 2 screws round under here.
Oh, sorry, let me point in the right place. Yeah.
On this inside edge.
Yeah.
Which is just into the textured plastic.
Okay, so just self-tapping in.
So we'll just have to... Yeah, that seems to... There's somewhere to go.
Yeah.
We've got 1 screw round the bottom there.
Yeah.
And we'll show you the difference there.
Oh, yeah, because it's got that inner bracket. And it looks like... Is there another one here, Ian?
No, there's just the one underneath.
Okay.
There, you'll just find that's all just mouldings on the back there. And then, if you need to, what they've done is they've put this little crosshead on the back corner. So this is right round on the wheel arch. Yeah. And you can drill that out and put a small plastic spacer. So
to make it sit.
Lay out this kit.
Right, I'm just gonna check the suspension raised and turn the wheel so we can see a bit clearer. Okay, so we've got this set out a bit. So basically, try and make it a bit clearer. You've got these 2 little screws that are going to go up through these 2 holes up into the car bumper, and then you've got this longer flathead blunt screw that's going to go up through this one up into the bumper, and then the optional one is this screw and this spacer. So you get a little collection.
You a couple of spacers
they
per
give you a little like what's the Airfix kit? That's what a little Airfix kit thing with these little spacers on, and that allows you, if you want, to use this little the hole here and we'll show you.
So the spacers are just to pack behind it and just pull it nice and tight until it fits
shim
your
it.
bumper.
I got it, yeah.
Just to make sure it fits your bumper properly snug.
Right, and then I said access mode earlier. What I meant was off-road mode. Put your car in off-road mode and then you've got a bit more room to see what's going on. A bit more room to work.
Can we drill that out just in case we need it?
No, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. When you put it on, it didn't look too wrong.
Do you want to hold that? Can you just put a hand on that?
No, how's that? Right, so he's going to screw up in there. Oh, that doesn't sound good. There you go, that's got that one. The lighting's not great, but I think you guys can work out what's going on there. Right, and then you got enough height to get that one in with the drill as well, Ian? Or are you going to go? Ah, yeah, because we're into that. Because it's the blunt one. Yeah, it's not going to do you any good at all, is it? You got enough room there.
Feels like it's going.
Oh, it sounds good. All the stars aligned.
So I'm not quite sure, but
you can be there forever. Is it biting?
He's cursed me now. It feels like it is. It's quite a long screw though.
Oh, we've had to move around the side a bit. And it missed the hole.
Through the gap there, you can see, and if you have it pulled down a little bit, you can make sure there's a little U-clip which the original screw went into. That you've got to try and get that screwed into there.
And so this is, we're in the wheel arch now, and this is the where you, if you want to, you could put, we might as well put that extra screw in, I think. Can we not just wind the screw in, Ian? It doesn't seem to need a shim though, because this is tight right in there. That looks good. You can't see that joint at all. You might want to pre-drill that, but I think that looks pretty tough plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pre-drill that. We'll just grab the drill and pre-drill that. So there we go. We've got a bit of light on it as well now. So that's, and you can see there where it meets in the inside. You want to put a spacer in there, do you reckon, Ian?
Yeah, I think that's just going to help pull this front.
Pull that.
So you get one of these little spacers.
And they got the little holdery bit there. You got to try and line them up. Roughly, it'll find a way. I mean, you could put a bit of black silicone along that front edge if you wanted, and
so yeah, that's kept it a lot tighter along that top edge there. And as you say, you could put some black silicone and just
then
smooth
wipe
that
it off
joint
with a baby wipe and let the red and just. But that is a. I mean that I'll go in as close as I can. But I mean that is a good fit. That is a really good fit.
So we'll just do this other side, same again quickly.
Yeah, get Ian do the other side, and then we'll come back and fit the grill, and you can see the difference there between the two sides if you zoom in. Okay, so we've fitted the other side, and these are the bits you've got left over. You've got some window flap. You've also got a few of these left over, so if you damage those on that middle trim, you've got a few spares, so don't stress, don't panic. Right then, Ian, let's see if this all works. So you got, that's clipping in like you did before. That all looks like it lines up.
Yeah, that's all looking alright so far.
And there's only that and the clips at the back, is it?
This is intentional, this is shaped here. It comes down quite square at the front and then meets this curve.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that little pocket there.
Yeah.
But the plastic is shaped for that. That is intentional.
Yeah, no, that all looks good. It looks like a little intercooler grill at the bottom. It does look quite good. I'm sounding like I should be on QVC. I'm actually impressed with this body kit. This is one of the best aftermarket fitting products we've put on.
And this is going to be the fiddle, I think.
Is it? He says, I've cursed it now. It's lining up those holes with the...
It's just finding the holes that you're doing it blind. You kind of just got to rattle around. There we go. That one went straight in there. Everything
is lined up with that. Yeah. So that means while Ian's doing that, he's ruining our view. But yeah, as I say, the only thing is that our car's got the autobiography bumper. It would look better if you had the autobiography grille. It would look better if you had the standard grille. But even with our...
I'll stop ruining your view.
Yeah. Even though that is pretty good.
That is not a long job. It's just a...
You know, you don't have to go to the paint shop. You can do it yourself on the garage floor. We've just got some mats out, put it in raised suspension mode. Half an hour maximum, even with cleaning and everything. There we go, and that just gives an extra look to the front of your Range Rover L405. So good luck with that. We'll get that on the website. We'll put some pictures. I'll put the link down the bottom there. Also, the other thing is we've got the rear body kit and the side, so you could actually do the full kit. So on this one, we've got the side skirts on here, okay, along here, and we've got the rear bumper body kit as well on here that comes with the exhausts and that rear conversion. So we're going to leave that. That is looking pretty good.